So anyway, I digress doing that. But anyway, that's just the way she uses people. So after Sean got her broke out of the psych unit, they left Michigan, was traveling around doing their little, side shows in these different places. And they finally wound up down there. I think it's in Georgia is where she's at now. Back in some cabin in the hills. Anyway, they finally wound up down there and holed up. And Laura got on her computer. Actually, it was Sean's computer that she had taken over. Of course, she's an alpha female. She's the one in charge. And Sean was going along with it there for a long time. So anyway, she was using his computer and putting up new videos about what was going on and how everything was wonderful and how she'd been railroaded, and she told the whole story about how her family had betrayed her and all this mess. And pretty sure it was her daughter that had her committed, and they were at odds, and it was her daughter's fault that she got thrown in there, and it wasn't fair and it wasn't right, and she wasn't crazy. And the way she was making them videos and the way she looked, you can tell she was crazy. So anyway, her and Sean holed up there, and it was a few months into it, not a lot of months, but a few months. And Laura started bullying Sean. See, Laura didn't have no income, and she wasn't going to work. She was this magnificent apostle that deserved to be worshipped and waited upon hand and foot, and she had poor Sean there running and doing everything. See, he had a disability pension, and they were living off of his money, and she was taking his money, using his computer, and going into town and doing things in his car and leaving him stranded out there in the boondocks in a cabin. Well, he finally got wise to what was going on and got fed up with it and got the local sheriff there, to get her out of that cabin so he'd have enough time to get his stuff. I can't remember exactly what the charge was, but they actually charged her and put her in jail. I think she was in there for about a week in that jail down there. And during that time, Sean got back up in that cab and got all of his stuff out of there and packed up his car and took off, and I'm guessing he never looked back. At least he shouldn't have. And it wasn't too long after that, Sean, on his own channel, he was putting up videos apologizing to everybody for the part he played in her delusions. She had him fooled too, and he was all repentant. He was about in tears. That guy got messed up bad by her. And this is what the kind of thing that these YouTube gurus do. Sean was a mess, and he had some real health issues, and that messed him up for a while. But anyway, he was putting up videos after he got out of there, apologizing and repenting and stuff like that. And he started telling some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that was going on there. And I can't remember it really, so I'm not going to try and make anything up about this. Everything else I've said is true, so it might as well be true about this too. But I remember him telling some wild stories about crap that would go on and things that she would do when she wasn't on camera. And she was a wild woman. She was basically mentally abusing Sean. And he made quite a few videos about it, and then I guess he finally got it out of his system and moved on. But that's the tale of WYLE.E. Dyke. That's the history. And so she opened a new channel. I think it might be the one she's got now. I think she's had this one about 3 years now. And I got on there and I started getting in her comment sections and talking to her commenters about some of the stuff she had pulled. About the time I started doing that, she deleted her previous channels. She had several of them. Had one that was supposed to be just for praying, and I think she had one for music maybe. And she had her main channel, and every one of them channels was gone. So I like to feel like I had a little something to do with getting them taken off. I thought of it at the time as a great victory, because I got all that nonsense off the internet so nobody could see it anymore. And it didn't occur to me that I had just lost every bit of the evidence that I had about the things I was telling about her. until it was too late. And of course, back then I was pretty new to a computer. I'm an old guy. I'm about to turn 59 here, and so I didn't know how to do screen captures or video captures or any of that stuff. Heck, I was lucky to be able to just navigate to the places I wanted to go, let alone do anything fancy or what seemed awful fancy to me, like video captures and screenshots and such. I didn't have any knowledge about any of that. Still not real good at computer things. But as evidence from the fact that I just did a 18-minute audio grab and lost every bit of it, and here I sit trying to have to do this all again, that tells you how good I am at this. So anyway, I just wanted to get this stuff out there. So anyway, I decided after that I stayed away from her channel. I'd maybe visit it 2 or 3 times a year to see if she's still up and running and what kind of mess she was teaching now. And I got on her channel here. It just jumped into my head about her, and I hadn't thought about it for forever. So I went over to her channel, and like I say, sometimes for old time's sake, I got on there and started commenting down in her comment section about all the weird crap she had done before. That woman called fire down on me. I'm serious. Made a video, named me by name, and told me I'd be dead in the morning because fire was going to come down from heaven and consume me. And she was dead serious. She was whacking out almost screaming when she was saying it in that video. So that's who this woman is. So here, yesterday, I guess it was, I went to her channel because it occurred to me, I was wondering, wow, I wonder what's going on with her. So I looked her up, and I started commenting in her comment section and telling all of her current commenters some of the weird crap she had pulled in the past. And I got a lot of pretty good interaction from her followers, and they wasn't too happy with me. But anyway, it was earlier today, I went over there to see what was going on, and she had up 3 new videos. They're all real short. One of them was this one. The first one was this one that I showed you in this video. And her ranting and raving and saying she took her comment section down because this lunatic stalker was after her, and she didn't have enough control over her YouTube comments. So she was going to disable comments, and I checked, and she's got every video on that channel comments disabled on it. You can't comment on any of her videos. So that was my good news, because that's one of the goals of somebody that does what I do, or did. I'm pretty much retired at this point, except for sticking my nose in and giving them a hard time for old time's sake once in a while. But and I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was commenting to her new commenters and getting a lot of reaction because they didn't have any idea about what she was really like. And of course, her followers are not going to believe anything I said. And there's no evidence of it anymore. So it's my word against hers. But she shut down her comment sections over this. So that was a victory for me. Because when you open your comment section up, the people that comment on it get in there on a daily basis, and they kind of commune with each other and become a cohesive unit of followers instead of just individuals. And when you take that away, they don't have that gathering place anymore, then you've disrupted that channel in a major way. So that was a victory. And I got news for Laura. She's not going to get very many people coming to that new website she's got. She's just not going to. Took her forever to get what followers or subscribers she's got now, and her views don't come anywhere close to how many subscribers that she's got. So I'm guessing that the vast majority of her subscribers have dropped off the radar and don't even bother anymore, just didn't bother to unsubscribe. Well, she's not getting all that many views, but I guess she didn't want to risk her few commenters being offended by me and being upset by the truth that she's hoping that she can hide, and she's not going to let it get exposed to the people watching her and not even put a little doubt in their minds about what she's about. She's not going to allow that. So I got her to shut her comment section down, and she's going to lose a lot of views over that, because if people can't gather and talk about it, they're not going to be as likely to come and view these videos. So I just wanted to share that. That was a victory I got today. I got the comment section shut down on Laura's stupid channel. So I just wanted to share the good news with you. I'm back up to 19 minutes, so I guess I got most of it back in. Added a little more BS to it. But I just wanted to get some of that stuff out there, and I just want to say God bless, and thank you guys for listening, and have a good day. I just need to do a real short addendum here. The guy's name, it came to me, it wasn't Sean Green, it was Sean White. So I just wanted to get that clear. And I'm thinking the big city, I thought more about it, the big city that they were supposed to meet at and do all this stuff. I'm thinking pretty sure that it was Philadelphia, because that was where she was going to be, gathering her army together and all this kind of stuff. If I'm not mistaken, she was calling for anybody that was wanting to join her and Sean there in Philadelphia on this certain day at a certain time. And I'm thinking it was during 4th of July celebrations that they were planning this. It's supposed to be all symbolic and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to do that correction. It was Sean White, not Sean Green. And the big city they were supposed to meet at was Philadelphia, not Washington or New York. I try to keep everything as factual as possible as I can. I don't exaggerate and I don't lie. Everything I say in these videos is true. I know it firsthand, so anyway, that's it.